Hi, this is RockinRobin, and thanks for joining us today in RockinRobin's Garage Sale Finds. If you just joined us, or this is the first time, I want to tell you that I sell items, and I sell them at flea markets, I sell them on eBay, I sell at Poshmark, and I sell on Facebook Marketplace. All the time when I run videos, I tell you how you can make some money selling at these places, whether you buy at garage sales or liquidations or however. Today's video is 10 items to sell and 10 items not to sell. So that's important. If you like us, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell. I would really appreciate that. I'm gonna remind you again at the end, but do it now so I don't have to. All right, here are my 10 items to sell. The first one, media. That includes CDs, DVDs, video games, records. People are always looking for them. You have to buy them cheap and be able to sell them. If you CDs, I only sell for $1 each, so you can't spend a lot on those. I try to buy a lot, like buy a box lot or something of them. DVDs, I only sell Blu-rays or HDs, something like that. Video games, PS4s, that's what I sell. But if you know video games, you get what you think you know. Records, some records are worth only $1, some are going to be worth more. You need to have a couple boxes with different prices. But that's the first thing you need to sell if you're going to go to a flea market. Number 2, toys. Toys, whether they're good toys, collector toys like Star Wars and different things and Legos, or just a common toy, they bring kids in. You want to bring kids in so that they bring the adults. Well, you can also have some adult toys, because let me tell you, adults buy toys as well. I probably sell more toys to adults than I do to kids. But you always have to have something that draws the kids in, that draws the adults that like that kind of stuff, comics and stuff like that, in. So don't pass up toys. Don't bring junk toys. Bring fun toys. Okay, number 3, unique or vintage items. You always want to have something that's different. They're going to say, wow, I've never seen that before, or how rare is that, or something vintage, maybe 50s glass. I'm not a big glass person, but if it's a 50s and it's a nice set, something pretty, they're going to like it. Number 4, you got to bring some big items, at least 2, like maybe a child's crib or a vacuum or something you pull the pets on, or bike related, something large, because people are not always looking for little things. But you don't want to bring too large, which I'll tell you about the next time when I do the 10 not to. So you have to bring something bigger, something that's not going to fit on the table, but not something that's huge and is too big for them to carry. What else should you do? Number 5 is knives or men's items. Don't overlook the men. I swear we have more men who flea market than women. So if you're sitting there and thinking, oh, I just need to bring women's stuff, don't do it. Bring fishing, bring knives, bring anything that men look at, because they're going to look, and they're not as fussy. Sometimes they're willing to spend more money than the women. So bring items for men. Number 6, jewelry and coins. You have so many people that go through all your jewelry. They'll always want to look. Yeah, there's going to be early in the morning, they're going to come, they want to look and see what you got that's gold. But then later in the day, the regular people will come and they're looking for jewelry. They don't want to spend an arm and a leg. You can't ask more than a couple bucks for jewelry. But bring jewelry. Try to get some good jewelry. See what you can do. And coins, I don't know anything about coins. I don't bring coins. But there's a lot of coin dealers out there, and they do very well. Number 7. Team items, depending on where you live. I'm in Florida, so I'll get dolphins or marlins or stuff like that. The gators, they're big. Seminoles, hurricanes. It depends where you live, but they like team items. It's always a big seller. That's kind of a manish too, if you think about it. But that's the type of thing. And 8 is another manish thing. Tools. You don't want to bring junk tools. You got to bring new tools, different tools. Get a good deal. You can't sell them for too high. But tools are always a good thing to bring. There's a lot of people out there who bring nothing but tools. And they have lines of people. Another thing I found that I sell well is pots and pans. You want clean pots and pans. You want stuff people are going to use. But they're always looking for pots and pans. I have people that go through my stuff just buying pots and pans. It's basic items that everybody needs, but for some reason they're a good seller. My 10th favorite items that I sell are garden items. Not a lot of people sell them. I love to sell those planters you put stuff on, little turtles, maybe big turtles, different things like that people put in the garden. They're always looking for that kind of stuff. And I don't know why, but it seems like people don't buy those, the dealers, but I always have them and they always go for me. So those are my 10 items that I recommend selling. And now I'm going to tell you the 10 items you don't want to sell, you should stop selling. The first one is anything that says collectible on it. As soon as it says collectible, the value drops. Anything that's worth anything was collectible and we didn't know it was collectible. Back in the 60s and 70s, stuff that's made, that's what they may want. Not stuff that's from 2018 that says collectible. Don't buy it. Number 2, glass. Unless it's 1950s and it's a set and it's complete, or it's Fiesta, or it's Pyrex. Don't buy glass. Those are the only 3 kinds to buy. Fiesta, Pyrex, or 1950 sets. If it's glass, pass. Okay. Number 3 goes along kind of with glass. Breakable items. You know, you have to pack all these things in boxes. And every week I have something that breaks. No matter how well you pack it, it's going to break. Buy less and less of that stuff because you're going to find you're not making profit on it. And it's not just glass, it's a lot of that kind of stuff. Okay, number 4, don't sell big furniture like beds and dressers, things that are not easily carried. When I said big items, I didn't mean big items that you need 2 people. If you need 2 people to bring it out because it's so heavy, chances are you're not going to sell it. Number 5, common items. Don't bring a typical glass, a typical mug, stuff that people can get anywhere at the dollar store. Even if you're selling for 25 cents, unless you got it free, it's not worth it because you're not going to sell it. You're going to get stuck with it. And number 6, knickknacks. I have a friend who calls them tchotchkes. Well, you know, at one time, people bought that. Now, I don't know what it is. I can't sell them. The only thing I can sell that's tchotchke-ish is things that are like fish and sea stuff, because we're near the shore, we're near the water. But other than that, no way. Number 7. This is something I've collected in my youth, and I'm very disappointed. But baseball cards. Don't buy baseball cards. I have books and books and books. I had a book that had to be 100 pages, full of cards on both sides, that I had from the 70s. I sold it for $30. It was so disappointing. Baseball cards are not the thing. Baseball, football, 70s, 80s. Nobody wants them anymore. If you collect them for yourself, that's great. But don't go to a flea market think you're going to make a lot of money on them. They're not worth it. Number 8 is anything that's damaged or chipped. I don't care what it is. It could be very valuable. Once it's got a chip on it, it's useless. Nobody wants it. They'll go, oh, it's got a little damage here. Oh, it's missing this there. Don't do it. And don't be one of those that don't tell the people that there's a damage or chip. They want to know because they're not going to come back for you if you didn't tell them. I'd rather lose a customer and have them come back next week and say, I'm never going to see them again because they lied to me. Number 9, bedding. They're a dime a dozen. I can't sell bedding. Pillows and sheets and all this stuff. Nobody wants that. That should be under common items. Don't bother bringing it. I mean, if you handmade some nice kitchen towels or something, that's a possibility. But the typical bedding stuff, I end up donating that. It's not good. It's not going to sell. And my last one is anything that's extremely valuable. Number 1, it's probably going to end up stolen because I've had more things stolen at flea markets than you would believe. Second of all, nobody's bringing a lot of cash with them. They're bringing $100. If you got something that's worth $500, keep it under a lock, but I wouldn't bring it. Maybe take a picture of it and show it if somebody shows some interest. Otherwise, forget it. Don't bring anything that's really valuable. Well, this has been RockinRobin. I really appreciate you watching our video. Make sure you have subscribed and press the button like I told you earlier. Keep watching our videos because I'm going to give you a lot of tips and I'm going to make you a lot of money. Have a good day.